small hand wrapped around a finger, a face that lights up when you come in the evening, and a little voice that squeals, "Daddy, Daddy." Nothing compares to the love of a child. But for many men across the country, their freedom to parent their children has been taken from them. Some have lost the ability to take part in the daily care of their children due to social expectations of the roles of dads. Others lose their precious babies in ugly custody battles that favor mothers over fathers. These antiquated systems and social norms are being challenged by fathers everywhere, and the change can't come soon enough. It begins in our homes, and it begins with you. Fathers want to parent their children. In a study conducted by Pew Research Center, 57% of dads say parenthood is central to their identity, and the majority say that parenthood is a primarily positive experience. Additionally, 48% of modern dads and 52% of moms say they would rather stay at home with their children than go to work. Dads are spending more time with their kids, up from 2.2 hours per week to approximately 7 hours each week, and the public agrees. 7 in 10 adults say it is just as important for new fathers to bond with their children as it is with new mothers. But social expectations are not as evolved as we might think. 53% of Americans said that with breastfeeding aside, mothers do a better job raising their children than fathers. Mothers are spending 15 hours each week on childcare, more than double that of dads. In the same vein, 41% of respondents said it is extremely important for fathers to provide income to their children compared to just 25% saying the same for mothers. This bias towards traditional gender roles for mothers and fathers is affecting the ability for fathers to be equally involved parents. In another study by the Federal Census Bureau, it was found that 26.6% of minors under 17 living with only one custodial parent. In 85.5% of these family structures, mothers are primary custodians, leaving only 17.5% of dads raising their children as single fathers. However, single mothers are more likely to live in poverty than single fathers. This seems to suggest that, instead of the ability to provide for children, social attitudes and homes are affecting custody outcomes in favor of mothers, and that isn't faring well for kids. As an involved father myself, I can't imagine being shut out of my children's lives. However, I do contend with social pressures to defer to their mother when it comes to their care. Ads for child care products speak to mothers, not fathers. Schools call their mom first, even when I'm listed as their primary emergency contact. Doctors also tend to ask for their mother instead of me. Even family members are guilty of the occasional raised eyebrow when I, not their mother, take charge of caring for my children. Active participation in children's lives by fathers increase child success. Kids with involved fathers grow up to be greater assets to society. When fathers are given the opportunity to be involved in their children's lives, it's good for us all. So even if you do not have kids, it is important to support equal involvement for dads. So what can you do? First, those of you who are fathers, start including yourself in their care more often. Start a bedtime routine with just you and them. Make play dates for your days off, or make a point to drive them to school each morning just for that little bit of one-on-one time. For those of you who do not have kids, you can support those who do. You can make social events family-friendly, offer verbal support, and encourage others to do the same. All of us can participate in voting for legislation that will help get more dads time with their kids. Press your representatives to create and pass laws that will ensure fathers get equal paid paternity leave when a new child is born or adopted. Laws that require equal custody of minor children unless one parent can be proven unfit. It would also be beneficial to support laws that require equal treatment for women in the workplace and create the inverse effect of giving more time for dads to be at home. Raising kids is a rewarding and valuable experience for mothers and fathers. It is important to us all to ensure dads get their equal time. Thank you.